Hi, I'm Brett. Today we've got a really good video update on the Nissan R35. Now, this is one of those unique cars you always look forward to the opportunity when you get to do a custom tune and have the trust of a client when you're working on this type of car on a dyno environment like here. And this particular one is certainly just one of those cars that's going to deliver the outcome in spades. It's got a modified exhaust system, so the client has contacted us to custom tune the engine to suit the modified exhaust and also then do a transmission update, because remember with Ecotec RaceROM Technology, those two separate ECU controllers, one for the engine and one for the transmission, are independently adjustable and able to be custom edited to change the way they perform. So let's watch the car on the dyno and then we'll talk about the results in a sec. So there you have it, fantastic sounding car, and it's just one of those unique music type noises that we all love to hear on the dyno. And I can say today it's one of those things it's always nice to hear sitting in my office beside the dyno room to hear one of these engines at full song. So what did we achieve? So the important part is we did a base power run first, before we did the video, of course, and then we custom tuned it, and then we just done the final power run, which you've now seen, which you'll see on this graph. So let's just talk about the graph that we're going to drop in here now, and I'll talk to it and refer to it as we're showing you on the video. So original factory standard on our dyno, the car touches on 6,500 RPM, around 350 kilowatts at the wheels. That's the green, light green line at the right hand side of the graph, and you can see peak power now with the dark green line actually comes in earlier but is substantially higher at 5,600 RPM at just on 393 kilowatts measured at the wheels. But the important part which makes the car significantly quick is look at that blue graph. Now the blue graph is the left hand side of the dyno graph, and torque measured in Newton meters. That's real proper Newton meters measured at the wheel hubs on our Dynapack dyno, and you can see the light blue line achieves peak boost at around 3,000 RPM and it sort of touches on 620 Newton meters, and the boost graph, which directly relates to torque on this case, wavers a little bit before it starts dropping off at 5,200 RPM. But the impressive part is, have a look at the dark blue graph, and this is where the proof in the pudding is, where you can really get a good improvement in power and performance when you get a good tune, is you'll notice that if you look at the dark blue graph at 620 Newton meters, it's actually coming in at 2,600 RPM. So you'll see it's already got less lag and comes on boost earlier than the original factory boost curve, which peaked at 3,000 RPM. So effectively, we've got about 400 RPM earlier that the car's got the same torque as what it had factory standard before we did the tune. But look at the peak torque figure at 3,200 RPM, which is touching on around 720, waving up around 730 Newton meters, and you'll find that torque graph runs along the top of the graph there before it starts dropping off around 4,800 RPM. Now the reason why we start falling over is we're now, with this current set of performance modifications, we're running out of injectors, we're running out of capacity with flow from the turbos. The modified exhaust system now allows us to get as much exhaust gases out of the engine as efficiently as we can. And the next stage of a performance upgrade on this particular car is quite significant ones to start replacing a lot more expensive mechanical modifications. So this particular upgrade is a really good example of how some simple modifications can result in some really fantastic, reliable results. So in addition to that, this particular car has got now better quality launch control. It's out because of the upgrade with the transmission. It's also now got roll-on boost control, so you can be driving down the road and having it at peak boost and flipping a switch on the factory dash using factory features, and the car will just smack you back into the seat and accelerate really, really hard without having to stage it or get yourself ready for it. So roll-on boost control is a very, very popular feature on R35s if you can set it up properly, and it's certainly a great fun thing to take advantage of if you've got one of these cars to drive. So there you have it, Nissan R35 GTR. They're still a bit of a weapon. They were when they first released, and they're still a fun car to drive now. Of course, there are the mechanical modifications and other improvements we do, but if you're looking for a custom tune on that, contact us via our website at mrttuned.com.au. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Instagram, and check out our other support network through our partners around Australia. If you've got one of these cars, please give us a call. But for now, my name is Brett Middleton. Thanks for watching.